Hello, welcome back. Today we are doing a speed build. So if you've been watching the Legacy Challenge, you know in the most recent episode we are now with Candy. We had Candy move in. The thing about Candy though is she has a teen sister, so she can't exactly move in on her own. She has to move in with her teen sister or else her sister like bops off into the void and doesn't exist anymore. Let me move the mic. So when Candy moved in, we took like all of her money and everything in her house, and it gave us like 70,000 simoleons. Crazy, right? So I built a house. It's not a great house. It definitely could be better, but you know what? It serves a purpose. And that's all I really need, honestly. This build was a nightmare. I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with it, so eventually I just settled for subpar. And then after that, this editing process I thought was going to be easier than editing something else, but it has also been a nightmare. How? I was just supposed to speed this up. Don't ask me how. I don't care to explain. So, I really hope this is recording, because it's really not telling me whether or not it's recording audio. But you know, that's fine. I don't really have a lot to talk about this build. It's plain, it's white and black. The living room could use so much work, but I didn't care. It has 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. The kitchen is, without a doubt, the best, but honestly, I am tired. How do people sit and talk about a build for 12 minutes? Okay? I got up for this. I paused my TikToks for this. I got out of my chair for this. I went into the studio for this. I plugged in my microphone for this, and now I have to talk for 12 minutes? I don't wanna. Don't make me. Yeah, I'm blanking. What are we talking about today? I saw videos and they were all boring. That's what we're talking about. How do people talk about builds for 37 minutes? You watch YouTubers and they're like so like nice and pristine and like I'm sure they're not. But I'm thinking like Lil Simsy, she sits there and talks about her build and it's just like wow, she's so cute and like can talk about her build for 12 minutes. And then you watch other people like Plumbella and Fake Gamer Girl, and honestly, I feel more on those levels mentally, but you know, who isn't? I can't imagine sitting and playing Sims and being nice 24/7. Like that's not what I'm saying. Little Simsy does, but like I can't imagine. But I do sit and play Sims often, and now I record it. I'm not sure why. It's been a bit of a nightmare, and I'm hoping somebody out there has gained just a little bit of entertainment from it. It reminds me of a story I was told once by a guy I only like half knew, talked about how he filmed and edited and uploaded a video every day, even though he only got like a couple hundred views. And I was kind of like, not to like be rude in a way, I was just like, you know, that's a lot of effort to put in for, you know, not even anything really in return, because I mean a couple hundred views, you're not making money off of YouTube. And I'm not saying that like I want money made off YouTube. I was just like, I'm not gonna do it every day, you know, if it's not my job. It's fun. It's a nice little hobby. It's nice to see it grow, but I couldn't imagine doing that every day. And he said to me, I have a friend who pretty much has to take care of his entire family, even though he's like only 18. And he's really stressed, really overworked. I hardly get the chance to talk to him. But every day for breakfast, he sits down and he watches the video that I put out. And that's why I do it, because it lets me have a relationship with him and it brings him just a little bit of joy. And like that warms my heart. So if any of the one viewer, hi, how are you, get some sort of sensation like that out of this, hi, thanks. Other than that, I want a sandwich. What? That was a tick. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say, mostly because I haven't slept. I never sleep, and I ate like 17 Splenda packets. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Do y'all ever eat? Listen, hear me out. I'm trying to have less sugar, and so I've had some like fake sugars, right? And like, yeah, okay, whatever. I don't really like cook those, so I mean not bake. Like I don't make desserts. Like baking's a nightmare, okay? Even before I stopped having gluten, baking was a nightmare. Okay? I don't like baking. It's like here's 13,000 bowls, manage it in your tiny kitchen space and have fun doing the dishes. Like you know? What was I I don't even remember what I was talking about. Something, sugar, right, okay. So I've started having fake sugars in the house, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because, like I said, I don't bake, which is the only way I would really cut sugar out of my diet because I'm not exactly putting sugar into the things I cook. I cook every single day. I don't fucking bake. So why did I buy fake sugar? I don't know. I was like, I'm gonna start being like a lady who makes herself like a latte every morning, and like, so I started making Earl Grey tea with like coconut milk and a little bit of almond extract and then some sugar, and it tastes like a coconut macaroon, and I'm saying, try it, baby. But like, I like sugar in it, or more so maple syrup. So I bought stevia, thinking it would be okay, but it's bitter as fucking hell, and I'm confused, because I've had stevia before, and it wasn't bitter as fucking hell. So I bought Splenda, because I know Splenda be good. And then I just fucking ate the sugar packets. Like a fucking toddler. So, you know. Plus, I don't even make the Earl Grey coconut thing every day. I hardly ever make it. It's too much work. I don't have a kettle right now. I'm not making anything. My life's a mess. Who out there has a life that's a mess? Okay? All of us, right? Now, riddle me this. The people who, like, woke up one day and decided, I don't want my life to be a mess anymore, how did you fix it? Because I need to know. Because I'm getting that vibe in my life where I'm just like, I just want my house to stop being a mess. Okay? I just want my bills to be paid and have money left over. Okay? I just want to wake up at a decent time in the morning. Okay? But, like, how? I've never done that before. How do you do it? Does anyone else have, like, very opposing energies in their life? Like, I constantly have the I'm too lazy, I don't want to do it energy, but also I'm a bad bitch and I'm gonna be a fucking millionaire kind of energy. And those energies don't clash well. Okay? Sometimes I could sit and do nothing for 6 months straight, but then I could turn around on a dime and literally not stop working for 6 months straight. Like, I need some sort of balance in there. I also still need to clean my room. Can we talk about how cleaning rooms? Also, does anyone else have just rotating hobbies? Like, I'll do one thing for 2 weeks and then I'll need to do something else. Like, I have 15 billion hobbies. And unfortunately, things that I want to be more committed to, for instance, like my shop, which I am fairly committed to. I work out with it every day. I just knew if I had that interest, I could do so much more with it. Because, like, I go through phases where I'm really happy to be creating and where I'm so bored by it and I don't wanna. It's too much work to go through keeping up with the Instagram, which shop down below if you want some handmade watercolors. I'm trying to extend to other handmade products like pastels and oils and inks and all this other stuff that I have to do research and spend money on that I don't have. It's down there. It's in the description. It's probably not, but it's called Collected Lost Things on Etsy if you want to give it a look. Rotating hobbies, right? Chicken, sorry. Ticks. I have ticks. Let's say that. Rotating hobbies, they just suck because, like, I like all of these things and I put some effort into them, for instance, YouTube. And, like, last week I was putting in all this effort. And this week I'm just like, But it leaves my house a mess because I have all these things and then I never finish them. And then I have like a billion unfinished projects. And then, like, the other things, like things you really want to commit to. For instance, I practice witchcraft. Have for over a year now. Been always interested in it. It's proven some really great results here and there, right? But I'll go through phases, and I'm in one right now where I don't do anything with it. And, like, that's not how religion works. I'm more committed to it than I was with Christianity. Hey, if any of my family members are watching this and you're telling yourself right now, I need to go talk to her and make her a Christian, how dare she practice witchcraft, just disown me. I don't want to hear it. Just listen. If anyone in the world, right, anyone watching this is about to type in the comments about how I'm a witch and that's not Christian and I'm going to hell and I've made my choice. Just disown me. You're not changing my mind. Just disown me. Does anyone else have that vibe? Like, I don't care. We are all entitled to our opinions. Personally, I don't really care if you practice another religion. I'm not going around to everyone being like, you need to be a witch. Right now, go buy yourself some crystals. Would you like some tea? Like, no, I'm not going around doing that. Like, I'll talk about it because I find it interesting, but I'm not fucking murdering people for their religions. Whoa, I'm dying. No. Anyway, I'm not murdering people for their religions. Like, some Christian history is. So, I don't understand why I can be like, oh yes, this is what I do in my realm of spirituality. I talk to a swinging thing and then burn some candles and call it a day. And, other people be like, ooh, well, we eat the body of Christ and that's correct. And I'm just like, what? And I don't care about what you do as a person. As long as you're not wanting to take away basic human rights, okay, because that's not a conversation. That's not politics. That's not a conversation. Those are basic human rights. You guys know what I'm talking about. As long as you're not murdering anyone, as long as you're not talking shit about someone who doesn't deserve it, if they do deserve it, go for it. As long as you're not causing any harm, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck what you believe in. I don't give a fuck. But then people come around and be like, you own crystals? What do those do? And I'm like, make me happy on the inside, so what does it really matter? I'll take any cure for depression, folks, even if it is rocks. I'm essentially just a bird. Ooh, shiny thing. Ooh, collect the rocks. Okay. I hate the concept of winter, but I also love it. I just needed to put that out there because I just looked outside. Because like I said, you all forced me to get up and plug in my microphone and go into the studio and this, that, the other. And so I opened my window because I have an aloe vera plant who is extremely suffering because I never give him enough sunlight. So I opened up the window and I'm looking outside and it has been snowing for 3 fucking days. I hate the concept of winter because when we want snow, it's at the end of the year with like Christmas and all that bullshit. When snow comes, it's February, okay? And I know that's technically winter, but like it don't feel like it should be winter, okay? It's wrong. I want to live in Wyoming. What are their winters like? I should probably figure out. I had this really weird idea that for some reason Wyoming and Wisconsin were the same thing. I knew they were different states, but my brain was just like meshing them together. Like, I guess mountains and the Michigan River. Like, that's no. Honey, those are in different parts of the US. Which you think I would know because I've been to Michigan and stared at the signs of like so many strokes across this river to get to Wisconsin, and my brain was like, ah, yes, Wyoming. No, that's not correct. We're at the end here, and you're watching pictures, and I should have shut up. Okay, so bye-bye.